Once again, smashing straight into it. Okay, let's talk about the gambling epidemic. Now, I, after listening to Pauline, can't say that I fully agree. I mean, we're always going to get this. There'll be slightly cross views on different topics, but as much as I am a Pauline Hanson supporter, I am a little bit different on the gambling side of things. I tend to really want to talk about the pokey epidemic because I am trained in gambling harm. I did have a horrendous history with problem gambling in the pokey area, and I'm just anti-pokies. Let me just put it this way: back in the day when I first started DJing, actually, that's not true. Prior to when I started DJing, the pubs made money off the bands and the beers. But now there seems to be this, oh, well, no, we've got to have gambling. You've got to have gambling. How are we going to support our pubs and clubs? Well, no. But unfortunately, the economics have gone so far one way. Anyway, I can get too bogged down with that. That'll have to be for another time. But I am red hot on the fact that it's an absolute obvious statistic that the majority of the revenue that comes from gambling in this country is from problem gamblers. And, as far as I'm concerned, they're an electronic fucking drug. And they always have been. I'm being extreme with my language, but, the government is quite happy to deal in alcohol and cigarettes and, this electronic brain chemistry changing drug. I mean, yeah, look, I was okay with if we just kept it to the casino. Why? Because you don't go to the casino every day. Parking, distance, rah, rah, rah. The biggest problem was when it hit the pubs and the clubs, primarily the clubs to start with. The argument was always, about when it hit the clubs, but now the fact that it's hit I mean, you can literally go to your nearest street corner and, you'll find a pokey venue and it's basically destroying Australians. It's going to send your Centrelink bill through the roof. And, they've got to rein this in. Even if they just hammer the pokies. Sports betting, I'm not going to get into all that because that's not an area that I'm heavily into. But, yeah, I'm total anti-pokies. All the best. Subscribe for more. Thanks for